Let us continue with our lesson over here. And today we are going to learn about the type adapters. And these type adapters are needed when you have a custom object that you want to store inside the Hive box. Hive by default support all of the primitive types like your integer, boolean, doubles, and all of those stuff. It also supports the list, map, date and time, and the unit at list. But if you have a custom object, then we need to create a type adapter and register it. So it will help us to convert the object from and to the binary forms. In our case, we have a student and we have a bank and we also have a teacher. So these three are a different object, and when we want to store this object inside the Hive box, then we have to create a type adapter and register it. So when we create a type adapter or when we register a type adapter, we have to have a type ID, which is a unique ID, and this unique ID is allowed to be from 0 to the 223. So when we are creating a type adapter, we need to have a type ID and we need to register this particular type adapter. So you can just go to the Hive documentation and read more about the type adapters. We will see in practically in our application. So let's go back to our application and we will go to the lib folder and create a new folder over here and call it as a, let's say, a model. And inside this model, let's create our new file, and that should be of a student.the.file. And let us also create let's create a class of the student. Right, so this is our simple class that we have created over here, and what we need to do is we need to convert this simple class to the type adapter. So first of all, let's just add some class fields over here, and for that I will add a final int, I'll just say a id, and also a final, let's say, a string of the, let's call it as a name. So student has an id name, and let's have a final another one which is of an int, I'll just keep it as a age, and final string. So let's also have a subject. So let's say we have a 1 2 3 4 field over here, and we need to create a constructor for it. So let me create a constructor for all of our final field, and also I'll just make it as required and the name argument. So all of these fields are required. So required, and this is also required, and this too is required, and finally we have a subject required. So all of these fields are required now, and we have a simple class of a student, and now we need to register it as a type editor. So first thing that we have to do is we need to extend this class with the Hive object, and next thing is that we need to annotate this class with the add Hive type. So this will register as a type adapter first, and then we need to pass the type id, which is of int, and we just mentioned that 0 to 223, right? So let's give a first as a 0 for the type id, and this one should be unique. Later when you create another object of a student, when you create another object of, let's say, a bank and the teacher, you need to have a different id over there. You cannot have a same id for the multiple type adapter over here. And also we need to register annotate this all of the field with the Hive field id, and we need to pass in the index. So index always start with the 0, and also we can pass in some default value. So let's say a default value of a 0 for this one, and add Hive field, and I need to pass in the index of 1, and similarly add Hive field of let's say 0 1 2, and finally we have a Hive field of the 3. So this is the Hive id that it is registered, and it needs to be unique for each of the field. And later if you decide to rename or add in more field, you have to have a unique id for each of those fields. But once you register it, it's not recommended to change this particular id. So you can change this field name, right? So it can be have a different name, but the type is still not allowed to change. So if you register with the Hive ID of a 1, later you come back and change this one to 11 or a 10, and then you again change the type of the string to the int, so that's not allowed, right? So you will mess up all of your data. So it's a good practice to have your Hive ID consistent, and also you do not, once you have this particular field, do not change it. And if you need to change the type, it's better to create a new one. Okay, and once we have this registered, what we can do is we need to run the command to register create or generate a code for us. So we will have a part over here and generate the g.dart file over here. So it should be of a student.g.dart file. So the next thing is that we need to run our command. So that will be of the Flutter package pub run build runner build -- delete conflicting outputs. So this is the command that we need to run, and that will generate us the code. Okay, so I have it cannot access my directory. Maybe my disk is not attached. Let me try one more time. I have just attached my disk. Okay, I think that's okay. It's running now, and it should generate us the g.dart file. Okay, so the g.dart file is generated, and it has created a student adapter for us, and it extends the type adapter with a student, and you can see that it has the type ID of the 0. So now you can see it has a function for read, write, and all of this stuff, right? Has code, all of these are generated for us. So the next thing is that we need to register this particular let's go back to the main, and after we have created over here, so we can register over here hive.register register adapter. So we have a register adapter, and now this is the adapter that we have to pass in, student adapter that we have just created, and that's it. So this will register us the student adapter for us, and then we can also pass in, I think it's already passed, we can also pass in the type, register type, and you can pass in the student object over here, right? So this way you are registering the student adapter over here, and this is not required to pass in, but it's good to have a type passing, just in case if later if you try to register it with a different type, right, then you get an error. So we have registered our type adapter over here, and if you want to read the documentation, it says that the type tries to register an adapter for registry if another adapter with the same type ID is already registered, and exception will be thrown, right? So just try to register only once, don't try to register multiple times with the same adapter and the same ID. So I guess that's all for this lesson. In the next lesson, we need to create our student box and start working with it. Till then, have a great day.